MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Tanner Bybee.
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Mike Tauchman. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And we are underway. Inside, and it's 1-1. Popped up. Rocchio sizing this one up. One down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Batting second, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
And now it's Luis Robert. Robert measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that's outside. Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 1 out, nobody on. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it humped the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Andrew Vaughn now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Two outs.
Too high. Ball.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. Luis Robert with the homer here. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starting pitcher, Martin Perez. What do you look for here?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Off the plate inside. And a count even 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Almost got him. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
2-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Missed with a changeup, and now 3-2. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one is going to go. And they add a pair. It's 2-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Outside, and that's ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. And there's the ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Clips the outside corner. Now 3-2. Upstairs, and that is ball four.
That is fifth.
Runner up at first with one gone. Here's Lane Thomas now. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. That's too low. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-1.
And that is out of play. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Sosa to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting 6th, second baseman,
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That one's in there. Strike 1. Throw over to first.
Safe.
Thomas off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw, save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Out there to center. Robert hustling after it. Tracks it down for the out. That is the inning. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Down the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bybee back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Misses. Now 1-2.
Really
ball,
good
2
take,
strikes,
especially
count.
with 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball,
off
inside.
the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. And here is Sosa to the plate. On the ground at first. Santana takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Just missed. And another ball. Next offering way upstairs. 2 out, space is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Up and in, ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So a man aboard. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that misses. Ball one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove. And that is that. The White Sox lead one. They're down 2-1. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just misses. And the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's off the plate.
And downstairs. That one to first, Vaughn. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brian Rocchio. Out to short. In time to Vaughn. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And we're back. Here's Corey Lee.
Catcher, Corey Lee.
Let's go, Tanner.
There's the strike at the knees.
0-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one off the mark. Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. The next offering misses, and it's a full count. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now here's the big center fielder,
Jr.
Luis Robert. He's already homered in this game. And a strike in there.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Comes up empty.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering way off the plate. This one popped up right side. Martinez. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi to the plate. Struck out looking his first time.
Let's go, Cleveland!
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Hit in the air, right field. And that is that. So 1 left for the White Sox, and they trail it here 2-1. Here in Cleveland at the plate, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. Singled and scored his first time. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Kwan aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
There's a strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. And he chases that one below the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That one laced to center and a base hit. The throw to third. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Golden opportunity right here. That clips the corner.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That's to third, and it goes just foul. And now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Lane Thomas. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Pulls that one foul. On the ground to the left. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1. On to the 4th, and now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next one just misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Noel calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Thomas puts it away, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the White Sox.
2 down, bases empty. Next to
Sosa.
hit, Lenny Sosa. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. That one hit to right. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Robert makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Boog, and I remember early in
Now
that
batting,
season covering
right
them
fielder,
and talking to their
Mackenzie.
staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had
Wow.
really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off.
0-1.
Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk
What do you
nerd
got?
to me. Didn't go. A swing and a miss as he chases way
One
out
ball,
of the zone.
2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Throw to first, and there's 2
He's
gone
out.
following the strikeout.
Up next for the Guardians, catcher. Bo
2 outs, base is empty.
Naylor.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Naylor
Oh,
in
one's
his
the count.
second season, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Inside,
inside.
just missed. To the right side, sneaks through, base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian
Rocchio digs in for the
Rocchio.
Guardians. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball. Naylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one fouled off.
One ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Number 64 appears to be getting loose. Boozer, the lefty, warming up as well. Inside.
Inside, ball
And the
2.
count now even up. Struck him out looking. 1 left for the Guardians, and the score stays 3-1. Back now at
Leading off for the
Progressive
White
Field.
Sox,
Ready now for the 5th
shortstop,
inning.
Brooks
Stepping in
Baldwin.
is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Bybee back to work. And the pitch is
Oh, that's
outside, ball 1.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base
That's
hit
ball
for
2.
them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That
That's ball
one
3.
misses, and that's ball 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one misses,
That's ball 4.
so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty
batting,
much gifted in
catcher,
first base
Corey
with a
Lee.
quick free pass.
Now the catcher up to hit, Corey Lee. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that
Off the
pitch,
plate,
most
ball
likely
1.
you roll into a double play.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
So up next, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Luis Robert now. Strike 1.
0-1.
Bybee checks on first. Baldwin dives back in safely. Next offering is downstairs. The White Sox down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Gets it to first. Out number 3. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Stephen Kwan. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Up next for the Guardians.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Out to short. Baldwin slings it across. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez won't go any further, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Number
Chicago.
64 comes on now.
64.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
He was late there. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the next
3 balls,
pitch is
1
way
strike.
outside. To the right side, Sosa tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there as the lead remains 3-1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Just missing there, and the count's full. Fly ball center field, Thomas. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now
So here's the cleanup
first
hitter,
baseman,
Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman,
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this
0-1.
one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The other way, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Third out. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
You know, these Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swinging a foul straight back. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Thomas in the box again, takes a strike. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's the second baseman, Angel Martinez. That catches the corner. That one fouled off. Santana leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the second out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in now. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right side, hard hit. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Guardians lead 1, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Gaddis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Miguel Vargas will hit next. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Gaddis, a 6'6" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. One down, base is empty. That one catches the corner for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Cade Smith getting loose out there. Sewell also throwing. On the ground, Ramirez throws across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So 2 down now, and here is Brooks Baldwin. On the inside corner for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The White Sox trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cam Boozer.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Cam Boozer.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor.
Catcher.
And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Foul ball there. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Popped up right side, Vaughn. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
So digging in, Ryan Rocchio. And that's a strike. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Gilbert also getting ready. And that one is inside ball 1. And strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to
strikes.
go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now the count is even. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And they'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tauchman makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. Guardians 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cade Smith.
Now pitching for the Guardians.
And here's the catcher, Corey Lee, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Smith.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Swings through that one.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Tachman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That one's in there, and the count even at 1. The Guardians holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. So here's Robert now.
Fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Tachman stands at first with one out. That's to third, and it's just foul. That was close.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Benintendi up here, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. There's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Tying run at the plate. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next pitch misses way outside. Got him swinging, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The White Sox lead 1, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
49.
bottom of the 8th, Jordan Leisure.
Jordan Leisure.
And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo, 1 for 3.
Kyle Manzardo.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. And
That's
another ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball.
Nope. Outside.
That one pushed foul. Now a screamer into the outfield. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty.
Ball one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
In there at the knees. 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Rip to third. Guardians go down in order.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back,
the
and on the mound is the closer, Emmanuel
Number 48.
Clase. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
That misses.
Nope. Ball one.
Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
That clips the corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
0-2 now as he swings through it. One down, base is empty. And 1-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Hit on the ground to short. Rocchio on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
White Sox down to their final out. Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit. And he blows that one by him at 100. Clase is just one strike away.
One ball.
Ball one there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
3-1 ball game, quick game. We were looking for a little bit more. It seemed at points the offenses were going to break out, but a total of 4 runs combined. Really good pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings making all the difference.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.